Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Let me get a thumbs up in the chat box if you hear me. Let me get a thumbs up in the chat box if you hear me. That's all I needed was one. All I needed was one. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. What's up, good people? Well, obviously the news of JPP being signed today, kind of took me by surprise, even though he potentially was going to sign anyway, even though he had been in the building twice, if I'm not mistaken. We got edge guys. We didn't have many edge guys to start with, but they dropping like flies. So let's kind of get into how this kind of got started. And it started with this right here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Started with this, a text from Josina. Josina is a journalist that I really, really respect. A Tar Heel. I think she was one of the better journalists on the 4-letter networks. I don't know if she chose to walk away or she was made to walk away, but I still really respect her and the relationship she has with players that they'll actually text her information to let her break it. So this is Josina's tweet. It says, text from free agent defensive end Jason Pierre-Paul. I'm joining the Ravens as of today. And then you saw multiple other texts come out and go from there. And, this is just the banner I made. But let's get on into the film. Let's dive into the film. Let me take this off and get into the film. We can kind of see, what we have left in JPP, or if he has anything left. Because if you see the banner, it says, how soon can he play and at what level? Because, he's 33. We'll see. And the film is from last year, so I don't think that much has fallen off from whatever we're about to see last year. But it could be, because, that cliff is real. Had a surgery in February, no training camp. So that cliff is a real thing now. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me get the film pulled up, and then we can ride out from there. Oh, no. Before we get the film pulled up, let's do this. Let's look at the stats from last year. Last year, he finished with 2.5 sacks. He had 2 in one game. Had a half a sack versus Philadelphia, and also had a half a sack in the playoff game versus the Rams. TFLs 3, quarterback hits 5, combined tackles 31. So, like somebody said, it's a waste of money. We'll see. I'm thinking it's a piece to the puzzle. I don't think we getting a guy that's going to come in and save the pass rush. I think you're just trying to get pieces to add to it, because if everybody gets healthy at the same time, you'll have guys you can keep fresh and maybe get 4 sacks here or 6 sacks there or 3 sacks there, and just, accumulate a nice total of sacks. But enough of that talking, enough of that. Let's get on into this film. Let me pull it up. How y'all doing on this good Thursday night before NFL football come on? I know I'm ready to watch games. It's been like a long week, especially dealing with the what happened with our game. So let's see. Here we go. All right, JPP this play is already started. Let me see if I can mark him. He's here. That's him right there. This is a sack versus the Eagles. We'll see the back view right here to see what he got, or if he got anything. Did he look up on this sack? What is it? Here he is right here. Crashing in. Simple. Now, what I will say from this is an athletic play, because this same crackback, well, not crackback, but slice block, like split zone block, is what took out Kayvon Thibodeau for the Giants. So athletic enough to see, look at that. That's, even though I'm glad he's higher, but to take that block on, stay on his feet, stay square. Again, this is all from last year, so if he ain't just fell off the cliff, he may still be able to kind of do that. And hopefully he still can. But let's go to the next one. Nothing special about this. I just want to see that. This is versus the Bears. He is here. We'll see. We'll play this through, then we'll kind of watch the backside end of it. Got a sack here, a sack fumble. And is this a blitz? This is they bring 4. And they drop Vita Vea out. We was complaining about us dropping Matabike, Bucks dropping Vita Vea. But still, they rush 4. And if you can get home with 4, that's great. Because you got 7 covering. Even though one of them Vita Vea. And we need that. We need that. If we could get 3 or 4 of those from him, sack fumbles, and maybe another sack, depending on what he's getting paid, I think it was 5.5 what I saw, maybe worth it, maybe. But anytime we can get somebody that can get turnovers and can get to the quarterback without having to blitz, that's going to be a blessing. That's going to be a blessing. And that's Peters, I think. Is that Jason Peters he's going against? Yeah, it's Jason Peters. No, he's on the other side. That's not Jason Peters. I was wrong. 58 going against Peters. This is Pierre Paul over here versus 73. I don't know who 73 is. Great move, though. Great move. Great move. At 33 now. Keep in mind, 33 years old. What up, Raven C? Let's go to the next one. See what we got. All right, down here versus the Bears again. I think, this was 2 sacks. It's 2 sacks versus the Bears. This one is versus Peters. That's a quality sack because that's versus Peters. Walked him on back. Watch him walk him on back. So he still got power, still got leverage, or still knows how to use the leverage. Working outside, speed didn't work, square him up, just driving back. And it's still crazy to me how he can do all that with, after going through his accident. After going through his accident with the fireworks. It's Shaquem Griffin-ish to me. But he still gets the job done. Got a sack there. Justin Fields is a slippery individual. So to get him down on the ground is anytime you can get Fields on the ground, it's a positive. Anytime. So he had 2 sacks this game. And let's kind of, I think I got some clips on him versus the run. Because we don't want we don't want a pass rush specialist. We want a guy that can help us out versus the run too. So we can get to rush the passer. You got to stop the run before you can get to rush the passer. See how much you think compares to Houston. How you think JPP compares to Houston, Coach? As of right now, I'm going to say Houston's a little better. For one, Houston's been playing, had a training camp, got 2 games under his belt, knows the system, knows the guys around him, so he kind of work off, what's going on, has a rapport with him. So as of right now, Houston is, I'm going to say light years better than him, but that's because JPP has no familiarity with the playbook or the people there. Now, will that come by game 5 or 6 or 7? I'd hope so. But we have to temper our expectations. At least let him get 2 or 3, maybe even 4 games under his belt before we start seeing some of this stuff. At least. Let's go to our next play. All right, this is the playoff game versus the Rams. This is him here. So technically, this is the last game he played. He hadn't played since this one. Got a sack on Stafford from a stunt. How tight did he come off that stunt? So he got a stunt with him and Vita Vea. Because the guy still can run now. At 33, he still can run for a defensive lineman. The center just missed him. Nothing special there. The center just missed him. Stafford stepped up, stepped right into that sack. Nothing special. So there was no special move, no special trait. The center stepped up. He made the sack. Bob says he would be a good addition to Oweh with asking our edge guys to play a wide 9. And also what I think Oweh can learn from him too. Oweh is a similar body style. Because Oweh is not the body style like Houston. Oweh is a similar body style to Pierre Paul. And probably a similar player. I don't know if Pierre Paul was like Oweh's comp, anybody's draft stuff. But now that I think about it, JPP's a similar body type style player to Oweh. So I think he can teach Oweh some things that he may or may not know and can help develop it. Dang, bro. This dude, man. Get tired of that negative stuff. All this, everything negative. Anyway, let's go to the next play. Versus the Cowboys. And this was his most active game, but it was the first game of the year. And this is him versus the run. Versus Tyron Smith. So these are quality reps right here. We all know how good Tyron Smith is. Tyron Smith versus JPP last year. So again, it ain't 2 or 3 years ago. This is last year. Quality reps. Stonewalls Tyron. And sets the edge while doing so because it keep that outside shoulder free. See, the outside shoulder is free. Then he sees the runner go back inside, crosses his face, gets in on the tackle. So again, it's not just pass rush, not just a pass rush specialist. And it like again, quality rep versus a quality dude. That's the key. Quality, because he could do this versus a Walmart shopper, and we'd not be thinking he, Lawrence Taylor again, but quality reps versus a quality opponent. This is Tyron Smith. This ain't Joe Blow. Next play. Oh, this was I thought was funny. Guess where Tyron Smith? Guess where JPP is here? He's out here on the point man, and we already see for some strange reason the DCs love dropping the edge guys. So he'll fit right in. Unfortunately, hold on, I need to see my face on this. He'll fit right in. Unfortunately, with this scheme of dropping pass rushers. Unfortunately. But he makes the play, though. Takes on the tight end, splits it, makes the play. Extremely athletic for a defensive end. That's extremely athletic for a defensive end. Gilbert says, always surrounded by some great mentors. It's definitely a huge blessing. He just got to pick up. He got to want to learn from them. And I'm not saying he don't want to, but he got to want to learn from those guys. He got to. He got to want to learn from them and take what they teach him and apply it to practice it first, then apply it to the field. Raven Run says if we can get pass rush causing havoc, Marcus Williams is going to lead the league in INTs. Hopefully that's the plan, but not dropping him in coverage is going to help Marcus Williams. Hopefully we can turn him loose and get some pass rush and keep fresh guys in there that can get pass rush and, be a formidable defensive team because, again, we're back at the bottom against the pass. We're back at the bottom. So, I don't know if y'all saw that stat or not, but we are back at the bottom versus the pass. Pass, not the pass. Again, versus the run. This is against the tight end. He destroyed the tight end. Tight end didn't stand a chance. He did not stand a chance. Over here, on the right side of the screen. Press the tight end out. Kept his outside shoulder free. Able to go make the tackle. That's textbook. So tight ends probably still can't block him, other than maybe Kittle, and he's hurt. Because I don't really know about another tight end that blocks like that. So, him versus tight end setting the edge should be good. Should allow Queen and Vines and Malik to run and go make tackles. Should set the edge and force everything back inside also. Let me say, edge is a fresh legs position like running back. The more the merrier, the more effective guys are, especially the old dudes. Right. If you keep them fresh, two things that I think will help our edge guys. Because the only one we really have that's young is Oweh. It's for us to control time possession offensively. Get off the field on third downs. And then score points to put pressure on them to have to throw the ball so then you can turn those guys loose. That's why the whole team works together. It ain't just defense. The offense got to do their part too, not to keep them old cats on the field so much. That was part of the problem, I think, with Calais last year and with a bunch of other guys. They played too many reps, played too many snaps because the offense couldn't stay on the field, and they just wore down. See, Big Reg says Justin and JPP can stay fresh as long as they want, but they still can't run. You don't have to run to rush the passer. You don't have to run to rush the passer. That's what the linebackers do. You need short area quickness to beat the tackle. You don't have to run. You're not running the 30 or the 40. You need to run from. Let me Let me back up. You need to be quick in this amount of space. That I can be quick in that amount of space. Maybe not enough to get a sack, but I can be quick in that little amount of space. That's a 4x4 space. That's 4 yards. That's 3x3 is 4 yards. You don't have to run the 4-3 for that. Now, if he sets the edge and they turn it back, that's for the linebackers. Now, if he gets hooked, then it is what it is. Then if he gets hooked, but let's see. I think I got one more. Do I have one more? Or was that it? That's it. So I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I just wanted to show some clips of. Let me get this off. I just wanted to show some clips of Jason Pierre-Paul since we signed him. Again, it started with the text from Josina. Then I started seeing other guys tweeting and whatnot. I think I also saw somebody say it was 1 year for $5.5 million. So I'll go through here real quick. And if you got any questions, we're gonna go for 2 minutes and I'll answer questions. So if you got any questions, shoot them right now. After Melvin says rewatch the game, shoot them right now. After this comment right here, any questions after this, I'll answer. And I appreciate all y'all for coming through too. We got 99 in here. Hit the like button. I don't even know how many likes I got because I don't have that screen up. But hit the like button for me. I think Ronnie gonna be back for the Bills. I hope so. 1 year, ton of incentives. That's good. It needs to be incentives. It needs to be sacks, snaps, and everything else. It needs to be. Here we go. We got one from JR. Which of the young corners should be cornerback 3, coach? With Fuller hurt, I'm gonna say Pepe. With Fuller hurt, I'm gonna say Pepe, and then Jalen Armour-Davis 4. And they fairly close, so you could almost flip it too because they fairly close. Both of them made plays Sunday, but they also had some plays made on them too. But they're gonna come along. It's early. They're gonna come along. I'm not terrified. I don't think we have to get in a fuss about Armour-Davis, Pepe, Kyle Hamilton, or likely yet. 4 rookies, 4 guys that playing a lot of snaps early in their career, which can only help them on the back end, I think. And the back end, I mean the back end of this season. Let's see what else we got. Bill says, I would gladly sacrifice some strong edges. We see the run game, some greedy hacks, some sack hungry looks. Yeah, we all want sacks. We all do. You think we make another sign? I hope so. Because we just don't have a lot of bodies at that position. But it depends, with them using Malik out there too, that may or may not be a reason that they don't sign anybody. But also Ross went down. So hopefully. Let's see what we got. Ceiling for the defense once Bowser, Ojabo, and JPP healthy. I definitely think we'll come. If we don't get in so big of a hole, I think we could push top 10. But if we start off and stay toward the back end of like the defensive rankings, we may get to low high teens, maybe like 18, 19, 20. But we gotta start making our way toward the front now. And we got the Bills looming, so we better start making our way this week. I mean, just one game at a time, but I'm just thinking about how much firepower the Bills got, coming up week 4. Need one more. We got that. JPP is high effort. Yeah, he always had high effort. Always. You down with JPP? Hey, Boogie that. What up, man? Hey, bro. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to see you back, even though I know we go back and forth sometime. But I'm glad to see you back. I appreciate you coming back. And he says, "Can we ship Campbell off next year? He's wasted and washed." I wouldn't say it like that, but I do think this is it for Campbell because I ain't gonna say waste and wash, but I agree with you. I'm just leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. You think his first game for the? I definitely don't think he's playing Sunday. Definitely don't think because it's Thursday already. I definitely don't think he's playing Sunday. Maybe in third downs, a specialist, maybe versus the Bills, maybe, but I think he should be a full go the week after the Bills, whoever that is after the Bills. Do you think he can make a difference? I think he could be another piece to the puzzle. I don't think he'll be 10, 11, even 9 sacks. I think he could be another piece to the puzzle where we can keep guys fresh and run them in and out. Hit the like button for real. Appreciate it. Hit the like button. Let's see. Ronnie is a mauler, but the run game Ronnie's skill set is extremely unique because he can maul you if he needs to, but his feet are so good he can work in space. He can work the backside backer. He can do a whole lot of stuff that a lot of linemen in the NFL can't do. Like if this was Ronnie right here and we ran some kind of counter, I guarantee you Levante David wouldn't get there because he's gonna come down on the right shoulder and Levante's not gonna go through him. His Ronnie's feet so good he's not gonna be able to go around him. I guarantee you Levante wouldn't be a part. Oh, y'all don't see that dude. Not bad. I guarantee you Levante wouldn't be a part of this play if it was a counter. If 77 was Ronnie Stanley and we ran some kind of counter where these guys were pulling and he got the backside backer, those issues we had with the two tight ends not blocking the backside Sunday, that wouldn't be an issue if Ronnie was there. That wouldn't be an issue. Let's see. What we got? I think it's all about keeping this package of rushers fresh. I agree. You got to keep them fresh. You got to. What up, Hendo? What up? Hey, Hendo, this was impromptu. That's why I didn't put it in Discord. I saw this was happening. I tried to hurry up and get on it, while it was hot. This was impromptu, but I will put the recap over there. Very pleased with this JPP signing. He's going to, I think we're talking about Calais. Hey, Tanja, how you doing? Do I think JK will play on Sunday? This will be what, game 3? Limited. JK I think he'll play Sunday, be on a pitch count, and then we may turn him loose next week. Wait a minute. What kind of where are we playing? This a home game Sunday? This a home game Sunday? It depends on if we're playing on natural grass, he might be in a limited role. But if we playing on some kind of turf, no. I think he's gonna, if we're on natural grass, he may play in a limited role, and then we'll turn him loose next week. If not, we're just gonna hold him the next week. That's my 2 cents. And that's about all I got, man. This is the JPP film. Let me throw this back up there real quick so y'all can see this thumbnail. Hit that like button. We're gonna raise up out of here so I can get ready for this Thursday night football game. And again, he had 2.5 sacks last year, a half a sack in the playoff, only 31 tackles. So, this is what we get. We're getting an older guy. He's at 33. He's 33 years old. So we don't know what we're getting, but we'll find out soon. He plays a position that we need people at, and he did play at a high level at one time. So I don't think he's completely fell off the cliff. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We don't know. This is a crapshoot. So again, I appreciate you guys for coming through. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Enjoy your Thursday. Enjoy the good football tonight. And we'll see y'all Sunday for the watch party. Sunday after the game for the call-in show. So make sure Sunday you get in line for that early. Because if we have to turn out like we did last Sunday, we're going to have to play clock game from the beginning. And what that means is when I answer the call, when I say you up, you got 5 minutes, get your point across. The next person got to get in. Because I don't want everybody. I mean, I had to turn away so many people Sunday that I really did not like doing, but I didn't want to be on there for 3 or 4 hours too. So that's what we're going. That's what we got coming up. I appreciate you guys for the support. All new subscribers, thank you. All old subscribers, thank you. Share this in your group chats, all that. Facebook, Reddit, iPhone, Android, all that good stuff. See y'all soon, man. Peace. With